Hello and welcome back to Precious Memory Box's Junk Journaling. And today I have something fun for you. I am part of the collaboration from Rach and Bella Crafts, Nostalgic Noel. And this is the Christmas Craft Off for 2024. If you'd like to follow along on the different social media platforms, just use the hashtag Christmas Craft Off 24, and that way you'll be able to find all the different pictures that are being posted, videos that are being posted, just anything that has to do with the collaboration. There's going to be 60 amazing creatives working on this, and it kicked off today on November 1st, 2024. My day is November 2nd. And so I'm getting started. Going to post this a little bit late in the evening on the 1st so that our friends that are over in England and Australia, they can see it on the 2nd, right when they wake up in the morning. So that way everyone will get a chance to follow along. And I know a lot of us look early in the morning to see, what new videos are out. So if you would like to see the kits, Rachel has done 2 flip-throughs on her channels, one with a more extensive look at all of the different papers. There are 5 kits with this, so go check out her channel, Rach and Bella Crafts. And then if you would like to purchase the kits, they are 40% off while the collaboration is going on, and go to www.rachandbellacrafts.com. They're also available on her Ko-fi site, and the freebies will be available each week on there. So there are some freebies, so go check that out. One of the freebies that you get is the list here that tells you who is partnered up for each day and what their prompt is. My prompt is Rustic Christmas Tags, and my partner is Gail Augustinelli. And I tell you what, if you look down through this list, I'm so honored just to even be able to be crafting with all these wonderful crafters. So there's lots of big names that you'll recognize, and there's little names that are, new to doing this type of collaboration. So go print those off. That way you can, check off, highlight, whatever you want, and follow along with the crafts. All right, let's see. What else? Oh, also, don't forget that there's a giveaway. So you need to, there will probably be lots of giveaways. Many of the crafters will be donating items. So you want to watch each video, like and comment. And if you could, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to some of these new crafters that maybe you haven't seen before, help their channels grow. And also, it helps you find some new videos to watch. All right, let's see. I think we got everything there. So like I said before, my prompt is Rustic Christmas Tags. So I have 3 just simple tags for you. And items I just wanted to show you that you can make easy. A lot of times you look at the Christmas tags and you're like, I don't really care for any of them. Or you have a theme that you would like to do. And so what I did, the first thing I did, which is real simple, is I just used a punch that I had. Let's see if I can grab it here without too much noise. I've got this punch right here. And so I simply just printed out some of my favorite papers from the kits, from the background kits, and I created these tags, and they're perfect tags, just like they are. You wouldn't have to do anything else to them if you didn't want to. So, but we're going to go ahead and just decorate them up just slightly. I did go ahead already and ink them, and then let's grab some. What I did is I reduced the size of a couple of the pages of the ephemera. So you can see some of these look really small, and they are, but I went ahead and just, shrunk them down so they would fit on here better. So let's go ahead and let's pick out 3 of them and make 3 different tags. So let's see. I love the snowman. Let's put him here. And then that still leaves you room to put to and from. I did go around, I think I already said this, and inked my edges with Vintage Photo. That's my favorite. But there's lots of good colors of ink and oxides that you can use. I've got a Christmas present here. And let's see. I really actually, let's see with the full tree. This one has the full tree. And the fun thing about cutting these out is you can manipulate your paper so that you can center the items in the printable that you want to be on your tag. And that's what I did with these here and the tree. So we can add that there. And then let's see. We need to add a Merry Christmas, or you've got a little Santa that you could add. And we could do this one down in this corner. And let's just do that. And those are quick, simple. You know, probably once the cutting things out would take you the longest. So just grab your ink and just, if you want the ink on this, if you don't want the ink, that's fine too. But just ink around them slightly. I did print the papers out on, I believe it was 65-pound cardstock. So they'd be a little sturdier. And then all we need to do for these is glue them on. Excuse me. Okay, let me move these over here. And we're just going to add our little guy there. If you want to punch a hole in them and add a little ribbon, or I've got some eyelash trim here in the Christmas colors, you could do that, but it's not necessary. And let's see, do we want this in the top corner or the bottom corner? I think I like it up there. All right, and there we go. That's 3 quick and simple rustic tags that you can do. Rachel's kits make it so easy to do rustic because it's got a vintage, nostalgic feel to the whole kit. So there's those 3 little tags, and I'll just move them up here. We can let them dry. The next one I have for you, this one is kind of a fun one. And I haven't completely thought this one all the way through, but I have the main idea of what I want to do. So a lot of times at Christmas time, we like to use like use an ornament as a gift tag, and then the person also gets 2 gifts that way. So I thought it would be fun to use these wood slices here, and I think I'm going to use the 2 little girls. And I'm just going to ink that up. And I did just use paper on this. This is just regular printer paper. You could also maybe put a little bit of ink on here just to help it blend. And then I'm going to glue that down, and we'll come back, and I'm just going to use something simple, either my awl or I think I'm going to use an awl because then I'll get the hole right in the correct space. Okay, you have glue stick, but I would suggest, since it's a wood surface, I would use liquid glue. And you could just smear it out with your finger if you're worried about it leaving ridges or anything. Get around your edges. But I think it'll be just fine. I've done this with other items before, and I've never had any issues. So there we go. Off on my glue a little bit, but we're going to add something else to this, so that'll be all right. All right, so we've got those sweet little girls, and this came from in the kit. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. I printed out the cover pages to the kit. And let me see if I can find it here. And I like to cut, items from that too. So it was one like this, but I had it was larger, and this is one of the cover pages, and I just took my punch and punched out the circle I wanted with the two little girls. So if you're looking for that in the kit, it was on. I took it from one of the cover pages. All right. So I've got that glued on there. I also love the little snowman. And let me grab my awl. Sorry for all the noise. Of course, it was at the bottom of the bag. All right. And I'm going to just use my awl to poke this back through. And you're not going to see that really because when I get all done, I'm going to add some twine back into it. You can use ribbon. Oh, there's the twine. You can use ribbon, twine, whatever you like. Then you can tape it on your gift or tie it on a bag if you're using a gift bag. And then when, Christmas Day is over, they can use this as an ornament, or when present giving is over, you can take this off and hang it on your tree as an ornament. All right, I wanted to put some type of trim around it. And so I debated about whether to use this eyelash trim, which I think would be really pretty, but I think it would be really hard to work with. And I thought maybe some rickrack, because rickrack to me looks a little more vintage. And so I think we're going to try the rickrack. It may not work either, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. You may have to do it a section at a time to kind of get your rickrack to stay on there. And so I am just using art glitter glue here. So it will dry clear. And I am putting it on pretty thick, so you can come back when you get done and just try to wipe a little bit of that glue off if you get more than you want on there. All right, we'll add a little bit more. It's actually going on easier than I thought it would, so that's good. That makes me happy. You may want to have some baby wipes with you to wipe your fingers off. That was the only thing I didn't think about to grab and bring in here with me. Well, let's see, I think I have some napkins over here. I do. And we'll just dab a little bit of that excess glue off. That way I keep my fingers off the rickrack and not getting it all gluey and sticky. All right, let's add some more. Another thing you could also do is add some jingle bells to your string. If you like jingle bells. Like I said, I'm just keeping these real simple because, Christmas time is rush, rush, rush anyway, and it's just hard to keep up with everything. So I wanted to give you guys some simple and quick tags that you can make yourself. And have a little bit of the rustic vintage feel to them. And let's see if I can trim that off there. There we go. And then I'm just going to trim this little bit that's hanging off here. All right. Let's see if we can add our string back in. This is always sometimes the hardest part for me, is getting the string to go back through. Always comes out easy, but you have to fight with them to get them to go back through sometimes. Oh, I should have tied that to the string. That worked pretty good. So if I can just poke it enough, I can grab it. There we go. All right. I didn't bring any more jingle bells in here with me, but that would have been fun. I've got a couple jingle bells on this one that we're going to make next, and you could have just tied them on here and had a fun little embellishment for your ornament. All right, there you go. And you can make that string as long as short as you want, and then you can just, if you don't like the extra pieces there, you can just trim them off. All right, easy and simple. If you have a little bit of glossy, let's see, it'll have to dry. But if you want to give this a little bit of a shine, you could take some glossy accents and just kind of add that to it. Let's see if this has been sitting here for a while, so hopefully it's not clogged up. But I might do that. Now it won't dry while we're here, but maybe before I take the final picture, I can show this to you. So I'm just going to take this around. The rickrack makes a perfect border. You could also, if you wanted to, the little girls' cuffs and a little fur around their bonnets, if you wanted to, you could emboss those with some like white or silver, and those would glisten a little bit and stand out. Okay. So I've got that all on there. I'm going to let that dry. And when that's dry, it'll dry clear and it'll have a little bit of a shine to it. All right. So there's ornament number 2, or I'm sorry, tag number 2, but it's also an ornament. All right. Uh-oh, I lost my pin to my glue. It'll show back up here. We'll find it. Okay. All right, the next one we're going to make takes a little more time, but this is a tag. It's inspired from Pinterest. I saw it on there, and I just really thought it was cute. And on this one, you can tie your ribbon on here. Let me go ahead and loosen this up, and I'll unfold it for you. There we go. And so I took a tag and I folded it in half, and then I inked it. I used a manila tag, inked it. I added some little decoration to the inside here, and then I left room for you to write to and from, or if you want to write a little note to someone, you have plenty of room on here or even on the back to write to and from, and you can attach that to your package. And then to tie it, all I did was pull the ribbon through there and then make a knot. So, and that's just a nice, fun, simple. I added some jingle bells to the bottom, and you could, some buttons to the top. And then let's go ahead and decorate it. I used one of Rachel's, from her freebies, one of the Christmas sentiments wreaths that she had on there. And this one says, "And he shall bring forth a son, and ye shall call his name Jesus. For I will save his people from their sins." And that's Matthew 1:21. And I printed those out on clear sticker paper so that it would blend in. So that was one way of making it. Let's go ahead and let's make one ourselves. So we'll set this one over here to the side. And so you can do any type of tag you want to do. I have a brown craft tag here, and I have a manila tag. I love them both, but I really love how the ink looks on the manila tag. So I think we'll do another one of those. And really, all you have to do is ink up your tag with your favorite color of ink. You know, you can use red, green, blue, you know, any vintage color you want to use. If you want it to look a little bit rustic, definitely use the browns. But that just goes on quick and easy, and you just keep kind of moving it around to get it how you want it on the edges and that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges on this side. Don't forget to look for Gail's video. She will have that up, you know, by the 2nd. That's our day. We're day 2. And so don't forget to check out hers. Rach and Bella went yesterday, and they both had wonderful videos. All right, so I'm going to turn that over and do this side. Looks like I might need to get a new pad on here. This one looks like it's starting to flake off on stuff. All right. Go ahead and ink this edge. That way we'll have all our edges covered. You could round your corners if you want them round, but I kind of like them peeking out down at the bottom. All right, and then we're just going to take our tag here, and we're going to make it even and fold it. Now, your tag can open this way. It can open this way, it can open this way, any way that you want it. So we just need to decide before we get started. I'm thinking I might go this way this time, like a little book. So let's see what we want to decorate it with. I have lots of little, just different pieces that I cut out from the kit. And let's see, I also have some round circles, but they might be too big, but we might be able to cut them down if we decide to use one of those. And let's see, I'm missing, okay, maybe they're under here. I thought I cut out one of the sticker pieces, the little leaf, but I guess I didn't. Let me see if I have one here. Oh, that would be so cute if I had a smaller version of them. Here's the paper I cut the circles out of that I wanted to show you. There's my paper I'm looking for. Here we go. All right. Let's pick out one of these. Now, you don't have to use these. Of course, you can use anything you want to use. I just think these are really pretty, and I love them. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. And I'm just going to kind of follow the contour of it around. I'm not going to try to fussy cut it because it's too intricate for me. There we go. And you can get, you know, as close as you want. I do try to keep the edges as round as I can. That way they blend in better. All right. This is the hardest part sometimes, is getting it off the sticker paper. There we go. All right. And I'm going to try to center that. Oops. And once it grabs, so kind of be prepared. There we go. Now, if you have your bone folder handy, let's see if I have one. Take it and kind of rub it around the edges, and that helps your sticker paper kind of melt into the paper, and it's not so noticeable that it's a sticker. All right, I'm going to cut that in. All right, what do we want to add? So, what do we want to add in here? I was thinking, we need to leave room to put our to and from. Oh, there's my little things I cut out. I knew I cut a couple of them out. That's all right. We found another one. So maybe add just a few little decorations inside. What is you guys' favorite thing about Christmas and Christmas crafting? Do you love to create journals? Do you like to do cards? Do you like to do, make wreaths? Homemade Christmas gifts, maybe crocheting? What do you guys like to create at Christmas time to share with others? I like to make, along with crafting, like paper crafting, I love to bake cookies. Not going to say mine are the prettiest cookies because I'm not a decorator, but they're very edible. That's all that matters. There we go. And then maybe over here in the corner, we'll add a little ticket. Let's do it up here at the top. And before I do that, let's grab some lace. I've got a bunch of different lace and stuff I brought in with me. Let's grab, what do I want here? Do I want some red lace or some green? I did green on the last one, so maybe we'll do a little red on this one. And let's see. Maybe we'll trim it out at the top instead of the bottom this time. And that'll still leave you room to write to and from. I don't unfortunately have any Fabri-Tac at the moment, but usually the white glue will work just as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set that down. And then once that dries, I'll cut and trim that edge there. And we'll put a little bit more down this way. There we go. And then I'm going to add our little ticket on top. All right, we'll have to let that sit and dry a little bit. There we go. And then I'd like to add something on the front here. Maybe some more rickrack. I love the little pom-pom trim, but I have a feeling it would probably not cooperate with us right now. I probably need some Fabri-Tac to get that to stay like it should. So let me think here for a minute. We've got the gingham here, which is really pretty. We also have this ribbon, which is really pretty. like that. Let's see. We have the polka dots. The only thing about these ribbons is, to me, they're not very retro or vintage or rustic. So let's stick with our rickrack. Let me grab that. And let's see, I've got green and red. So let's do a green this time since I did red last time. And I don't know if I like the dark or the light rickrack. I think I really like this one right here. So let me grab a little bit of that. Okay, we may have to cut that piece off. Unfortunately, it looks like it got a little bent there. Move some of this stuff out of the way here. We'll go from the other end. I unwrapped the whole thing. All right. And let's add a piece of that. And I'm going to put it on the back of the rickrack this time so that I won't have glue everywhere. And let's see if we can scoot that over just a little bit. Scoot it up just a little bit. And we'll just dab this off here. All right, give that a quick trim. And then I think we need to add a little glue right there for that one. There we go. And a little glue here. And then we'll add some rickrack down here, going the other direction. Let's see. Need it about to there. All right. And then I'm just going to trim this off here. There we go. And I'm going to open this up and trim off this excess there. And then to tie it shut, I've got some red, what do you call this? I just went blank. Like tulle, red tulle. And I'm just going to bring it and wrap it around. And maybe just make enough. If you want to tie it in a bow, you can. If you want to add some jingle bells or other charms to it, you can. And then you can attach it with some tape or some, you know, if you're gluing it down to something, you can glue it down. Let's see if I can tie a bow. Sometimes I can, and sometimes they don't look good. Not too bad. And there you go. There's a little rustic folded tag, so you can go either direction, or, you know, any direction you want to go with those. This one I just double knotted lightly, not tightly, so that our little bells will hang down. So there you go. Quick and easy rustic Christmas tags using your wonderful kits here from Rach and Bella. And thank you so much for joining me today. As soon as this one is dry, which will take a few hours, I'll snap a few pictures of them so you can see it. And I hope you guys will give this a try. I hope you'll post your pictures. Make sure you use the hashtag ChristmasCraftOff24 so that we can see what you've created also. And please remember to check out each of the creators that are in the collaboration. Please like and comment on their videos, especially if you want to be part of the giveaway. And give them a subscribe. Help them build their channels. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.